We are recording. Guys, welcome. Thank you so much for taking a minute to be with us tonight on our official and beginning launch of our team. Frank and Renee, it looks like we haven't quite got your mic on, so hopefully you can hear us. Can you hear me okay, Frank? Give me a thumbs up. You can't hear us.
You can hear me. You can hear. Just say you can hear on mine.
There we go. So, Frank, this is a good teaching moment. I'll be able to share this so people can see it now that you're able to hear from Renee's phone. When you get on, there's two buttons to choose from. One that says use the phone's device or call in or use the phone. It's kind of a weird thing. So you have to make sure that you push the top one that says use the device, audio, and phone, not call in, even though you're on your phone. So it kind of sounds funny. I wish they would change it. What I would recommend, hop out and come back in, and you'll notice those two options. Use the device, audio, and mic, or phone in. A lot of us accidentally click the phone in thinking we're on our phone, so that's what it's asking us to do. It's not. So anyway, there's a little confusion there. But hey, guys, welcome. Congratulations. I'm going to mute everybody for just a minute so we don't have any background noise, and then you'll be able to unmute yourselves. So we'll have everybody muted. Just that way we protect ourselves from some background noise. But guys, awesome and incredible beginning. I don't know that things could have gone any better to start off than they've started off. We've got 16, 18 people on this call, all of y'all that came out to close out last night. That is the culture of winning. When you come together as a community, you support each other, you soak up each other's energy. Every person matters. Every time somebody shows up to a meeting like that, every person matters. When you aren't there, you're missed, you're needed. So I just encourage you to get plugged in on the closeouts. We had about as ideal and perfect as a closeout as you could have for the first month last night. It was awesome. I want to show you guys something just to illustrate that. I've kind of got a workstation still set up here at my house for all those that came out to the closeout. So I'm on the Zoom on my phone too, so you guys can see my camera. Hold on one sec. You'll still be able to hear me here. Whoops. So let me just get to the Zoom. Hold on, I'll get this figured out here in a second. Okay, so I'm going to share my video, and you'll be able to see here in a second. This is about, let me see if it'll flip my camera around. Hold on, come on. Maybe not. Okay, this is about as perfect. Why is it not switching to this camera? Oh, I got to figure this out because it's so cool. I wish you guys could see this. If you can see my other camera right there, this is about as perfect of a closeout as you can hope for. Look at all of the applications from last night and the activity that's just been going on this last 2 days. Not a very good demonstration of it there on that little phone. That little camera didn't work out as well as I wanted. But guys, that just gives you an idea. It was perfect. I just want to thank everybody that took the time to come out, those who were shooting for their goals. And I want to recognize people. We had as good a closeout as you could have. So congratulations, one, for just showing up. If you signed up your first consultant last night, congratulations. If you joined us and just signed up last night, congratulations. I think we are on an incredible journey. Just thinking about the position that we're in, the beginning of this thing, is so exciting. And the more I talk about it, the more I share kind of where we're at with this company, we're so fortunate. It is, I'm pinching myself to think about how lucky we are to be in the position that we're in. To be on this call, you are very fortunate. You are in a unique position. The people that are joining this company elsewhere are people that are multimillionaires in this industry, incredibly successful. We happen to be in this spot because we happen to know and have a relationship with the creator of this product and this company. That's it. We don't have 25 years of experience. We're just really, really blessed. And I think we've gone through it and been prepared for this moment right now. And last night was kind of the birthing of this to begin for us. And this is the official launch this month. So congratulations to everybody that signed up and joined us. We got a lot of those people on this call tonight, people that took action instantly because they wanted to be eligible for that Emerald $10,000 founders bonus. That's a big deal. Everybody on this call is eligible for an extra $10,000 bonus for getting signed up before the end of the night last night. I want you to think about that for a second. Oftentimes when companies start like this, we don't have, they aren't started by some guy that's got the money to fund it and start the company and create products. They're actually somebody that has an idea, and the way they fund it is they go out and find founders. They get people to invest $25, $50, $75,000 to become the founders of the company. That's how they bootstrap the company, right? That's how they get the funding to start it up, the capital. We didn't need that. Mark had the ability to buy a 43,000 square foot facility, to buy the equipment. We put together our own products right there in the fulfillment center. It's all done. He didn't need that. So he created kind of what's called the founder's bonus for all those that kind of started in January with the company in this pre-launch mode up until last night. How lucky were we that we didn't have to go through the crap back in January, February, and March when things were getting started. We happened to come in September and get all the benefits of signing up in September, and all of those that signed up, everybody that signed up is eligible for what's called the Founders Emerald $10,000 bonus. The first 1,000 people that hit Emerald, and we won't go too much into the details of that, just know that it's building an organization to a certain amount of volume. The first 1,000 founders that were part of this company in the beginning stages are going to get an extra, on top of every other bonus, an extra $10,000 bonus. Everybody on this call is eligible. Some of you joined to take advantage of that opportunity. I just applaud you for that, taking that lead and joining us tonight. So congratulations on that. Now I want to recognize, guys, we already came out of the gate strong in our first month, really in only about 2 weeks, if that, and a lot of us are still kind of in the closet trying to navigate through some things, but we have people to congratulate already for hitting their first ranks. The first rank in this company is called Team Builder. To become a team builder, you've signed up with a starter pack, and then you help 2 people do the same thing. So the way you do that is you do Zooms, you do 3-way calls, you do a home party, you get people involved in talking to your people. You're not the only one talking to them. You're talking to your people, and you're excited, and you're saying, I have something I want to show you. You get them to see it, they see it, and 2 people join. That is the vision of this company, is if we can get people winning right out of the gate, you get paid a commission and a bonus for doing that, but you also hit your first rank just for getting your first 2 people. That creates an incredible behavior. So our primary focus is to get our first 2 people when we start, and we had a lot of people that already did that. So congratulations to Travis Eggett, Emily Elkins, Serena Ford, Joseph Mayhew, Patty Carter, Larry Elkins, Cameron Ford, Abraham Eastman, Todd Elkins, all already got their team builder bonus and rank. That is incredible. Again, Travis Eggett, Serena Ford, Joseph Mayhew, Patty Carter, loved seeing that last night. Joseph, way to go. Cameron Ford, Abraham Eastman already got that. So that's the first rank, is team builder, getting your first 2 people. The second rank, I love this, is now helping people do the same. That is a perfect mirror behavior to create. If I can help you do the same thing I just did, if I can help you get some people onto a Zoom with Tara Eschberger, if I can help you get some people onto a Zoom with Karen Acock or Nick, and they can share, or Todd or Cameron, and they can share this incredible company and product and opportunity with you, then we're going to help you get your 2 people. So now when you grab your first 2 people and you grab them and help them get their first 2 people with the starter pack, you become a team leader. And we already have 4 team leaders in our organization in less than 2 weeks, guys. And that all happened like that last night. So congratulations to Larry Elkins for already hitting team leader. Cameron Ford, you came out of the gate working, you started making phone calls, you reached out to people, you're at every event, every meeting, and setting an incredible pace as a great leader. So congratulations, Cameron Ford. And then Abraham Eastman. Abraham, you are like the rock that shows up no matter what. Tired, working. I just love it. I was talking to a friend of mine today saying how, there's something about Abe that you can just count on him being there. No matter what, no matter what's going on in his life, he just shows up. And that is a leader. Congratulations already on hitting your team leader rank. And that comes with a pretty incredible bonus. You go from 10% to 15% to 20%. And because you did it in your first 21 days, you also get a fast start bonus, which basically doubles all those bonuses in your first 21 days. So that should be everybody's goal. If you spent $300 to $500 to sign up and you create that culture, you do that in your first 21 days, you already earned back, if not all, most of what you spent to get started in this company. those people just earned at least $300 to $500 just for doing that in their first week, 2 weeks. I hope, and again, congratulations to all those that got that. I hope that everybody that hit Team Builder is focused now on how can I help others hit Team Builder, and then you hit Team Leader. Boy, if you grab those first 2 people and you help them hit their Team Builder, you're going to hit your Team Leader. So I want to quickly talk about one of those, kind of the way to approach that. When I'm thinking about those first 2 people, the first thing I want people thinking is, who are the people that I most want to win and succeed with me? Those are the people we want to be calling. And you don't want to be necessarily explaining to them the comp plan and the product and the ingredients and all those things. That ain't what you're signing them up for. You're calling them and saying, hey, I love you enough that I want you to be one of the first people to hear about this, because if this thing works for me, my sister Anissa, I want you to win. So I want you right here with me. I want you in this first position. I need you up here. I need you to be one of the first ones to sign up. I need you to be one of the first people to hear about it. So I want you to think about these 2 positions. These are valuable spots. This is a benefit. This is a value you're offering to those first people you're reaching out to. So one of those people I encourage you to be thinking about, somebody that you really want to win with you. For me, one of those was my dad. If some of us, it's our wife or our spouse. I really want my dad retired. So I started working on this one leg that I knew was going to be a powerhouse leg of my friends and people that I know, with Cameron and Abe and so many others. But man, this other position, that one was either my spouse, my wife, or my dad. I wanted that person to win. So that person I grabbed and was my dad, and I started saying to my sisters and my family, and boy, they all started stacking up and signing up in this position with my dad. So I just want you to really be thinking, the first thing, guys, if you haven't reached out to your closest person yet, that ride or die person, or 2 or 3, that's the person you want to call right now. That's the person you want to say, hey, if it's your wife, get them signed up. Get that spot taken. That's a valuable spot. You might be already hitting Team Builder. Most of you that haven't hit Team Builder would probably hit Team Builder right now just for signing up your spouse, because Cameron and I and Abe have already started putting people down in your organizations. That ain't something we're going to be able to do forever. So congratulations for being the ones that jumped in and started off right away. That's an incredible thing to do. You guys are very fortunate to be in those spots. So we talked a little bit about that. Those are the first goals. Guys, that should be everybody's goal for the entire month of October. This is one of the biggest months in this industry, is October. A lot can happen. People are starting to look at their goals, their dreams, and saying, I want something to change. They're starting to look at, okay, what am I doing to take care of my health? And they want something to change. So take advantage of that. Start off this month now. Don't wait till 2 weeks from now or 3 weeks from now or the end of the month or right when you're in the end of your 21 days for your fast start. Do it now. How we start the month dictates how we end the month. What we do now will generate the activity at the end of the month. All of our ranks have to do with what we do in a month, right? Well, here's the thing. The more people you get involved now compounds the number of people that are engaged and working for their goal at the end of the month. So this first few days, don't wait. This is the time I want to encourage you. Go sit down now. Go dream out your vision board again. Go take out your list. Start making that list and start contacting people now. Set your goal, and I tell you what, get in the habit of winning. If you set a goal, be so determined and focused to hit the goal, because winners keep winning. And it's really easy to get comfortable in defeat. If you ever watch sports and teams and stuff, guys, it is really easy to get comfortable losing. This is the beginning of a whole new birth for you. This is a whole new opportunity. Your mindsets, your things that you've allowed, the habits that have kind of brought you to where you are, if you want something different, I implore you to let this be it. Do something different now. Start fresh October 1, tonight, today, setting your goals, becoming intentional about your vision, becoming intentional about your growth, becoming intentional about hitting and winning. Don't worry about your past. Don't think about the fact that you can't pay your bills or that you're behind on a payment. Or today starts. It's a whole new day, October 1st, for your new beginning. Let today be day one for you and your family's legacy and you and your family's dreams. Set those goals today. How fast can you hit Team Builder? Who's going to be the first one in the team to say, I'm going to be the first team builder in October? I want to be the first one recognized as the first team builder in October. If you haven't hit Team Leader and you're close, Get it done tonight. Hit that goal. Come out of the gate knowing what it feels like to win. And guys, it starts to kind of become who you are. You want to win. If you ever notice, champions become and keep being champions because it just becomes part of their habit. They want it so bad that it becomes who they are. It's what they think. It's how they think of themselves. They become champions. So guys, I'm a big believer that champions aren't made, they're discovered. People have done things over and over again, repetitiously enough, until the moment where a championship finally happens. We think the championship happens on Super Bowl Sunday, but the championship happened in all of the years of progression and preparation, and then the miracle happened for them to become a champion that night. But the champion was being done and created during that whole time. So last couple things I want to talk about. One, Facebook. This is a powerful tool. One, to share, and it's also a powerful tool for getting engaged. Engagement is crucial. Community for you and for your people is so crucial. If you feel alone on an island, it's probably because you've allowed yourself to get out onto an island. Stay engaged in a group. Be involved. Get involved in the Facebook group that we're a part of with Tara and Karen and Nick. You know, there's a group called Globally Team Elite. Look it up. Make sure you're a member of that. But don't just be a member. Be engaged in it. Celebrate people that are winning. Be the one that congratulate people. Now, I'm kind of a little bit in a position where I'm just kind of having to kind of stay low for a moment, but don't. You guys are in a position. Get out there. Be engaged. When somebody hits a rank, congratulate them. So that what you'll attract what you're celebrating for others, and then that'll come to you. So be engaged on that Facebook group. If you have a great quote or something to share, share it. If you've got some great leadership, if you heard something, share it. Be engaged in that group. I just want to encourage that. It's so, so important. But the most important thing I want to emphasize on top of hitting your goals, coming out of the gate, focused on those goals right now, is I don't know that I can even do enough justice to the value of your dreams and how important it is that you take every cost, every possible measure to join us on October 18th and 19th down in Las Vegas. You know, that there's no way I can illustrate that to you. I'll never forget a quote that I heard from a mentor in a previous opportunity where he was reaching out. He was in that place where his life was falling apart. He couldn't afford anything. He couldn't afford to fix his car. You know, I've been there. I know that feeling. The first convention meeting I went to, I couldn't afford to put gas in my car. Matter of fact, we were in California, and I had to kind of persuade my friend down there to help me extend the rent on my car because my credit card had been rejected. And on top of that, when I went to the gas station to put gas in my car, I didn't have enough. It was heartbreaking. That was the birth of a new opportunity, a new life for me and my family. Guys, I have no doubt October 18th is that for anybody that's down there. There is not very many times in your life, no, there are not very many times in your life you have the opportunity to be in a room with 400, 500, 600 people, that small of a crowd, getting ready to birth a company like this. If nothing else, even if it's just for you to see, even if it's just you're not sure. When I went to my first meeting, I still wasn't even sure that I wanted to do this. So then I saw what this could be for me and my family. I know dreams and lives will change. Zip codes will begin changing on October 18th and 19th. People's lives will change. Will yours be one of them? I just can't encourage that enough. I know how hard it is. God, if you got to do a garage sale, do a garage sale. And guys, there's going to be every obstacle in the way. It's going to be hard. It's UEA weekend down there. So we know there's going to be all those obstacles in your way. Who's going to be the one strong enough to say, you know what, my family's worth it. 2 days of my life to go and see. 2 days and some expense and some cost to go and see. We find a way to put tires on our car if our tires pop or our engine breaks down. We find a way. Be the one that finds a way. Now, if you got to reach out to me and I got to figure out how to have you sleep in the back of my car, we'll figure something out. Be there for you and for your family and for your dreams on the 18th and 19th. It's so invaluable. So reach out to me, Venmo me or PayPal me the $100. We're so lucky that Tara and Karen have kind of helped us with a few tickets that are still available, so we don't have to pay the $175 price. If you Venmo me soon, we can't have Tara and Kara keep holding those tickets. Please reach out and Venmo that to me as soon as you can, so I can forward that on to Tara and we can get those tickets reserved for you. Guys, go chase your dreams right now. this is the time. This is an incredible time in your business. Again, congratulations. I had somebody ask, how do we get team leader, team builder? I just brought this in here to show this really quick again. This is all we're focused on right now. This is our whole focus. If this is all you focus on right now, if you're right here and you're Anissa, okay, you signed up with the starter pack, you're eligible for these team builder and team leader bonuses. All you have to do to get team builder is get your 2 people that start with the starter pack. I again suggest, especially one of them being your closest family member, friend, father, spouse, somebody, get that one done today. Call up that person and say, I just need your credit card. We got to get this order done because this could change your life. Because now, as you move forward, you can start placing people and putting people in that organization for it. There are so many people on this call right now that don't even know they've got people below them because they were the ones that signed up like that. That's what you're offering that person. It's crucial. And then this right here is your second one, could be the first, the other friend that you call. So this right here is you as a team builder. So somebody asks, what's a team leader? Now you grab this person, and you do the exact same thing. You help this person get their 2 starter packs, either the 250 or the 500, and you help this person get their 2 starter packs on the 250 or the 500. This situation, 2 and 4, is what we call your second rank, a team leader. It's our focus. Our whole focal point isn't compensation plan, coaching, teaching, mindset. Those are all great things. If we all focus on this, I was talking to Frank today, it was such a great message, that if we all just focus on this and we duplicate that, the sky is the limit. I can't encourage that enough. If we just find people in your organization, I grabbed one of these sheets and I'll tell you, my first focus when I started this business 2 weeks ago was how fast can I fill up this 2, 4, 8, 16? And right now, I have every single one of these positions filled up, 2, 4, 8, 16. I believe if we help enough people win, we're going to win. Guys, that's my message. I want to open it up and have Tara. We're so lucky to have Tara Eschberger on. She's one of the powerhouse leaders in this company. She's part of our organization and our upline, but she's our friend. She's just here to help build you, build your business, help you win and succeed. So I encourage you to kind of put everything else aside for a minute, anything you're kind of playing with, your phone, your Facebook, all those things. Do yourself a favor and take some notes. Focus for a moment on something that could change your life. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to our upline Emerald, who also just helped her dad hit Emerald last night. So congratulations, Tara. I know that was a big goal for her. One of her focuses, like me, is to help her dad. So her dad hit Emerald last night. So congratulations. With that, Tara, the call is yours for a minute. Do you have anything you want to share with us?
Oh my gosh, Todd, thank you so much. Thanks for having me on tonight. Let's just start by saying congratulations, Todd. Todd Elkins in the house is all I got to say. You brought it. I mean, congratulations on team leader star. 10,000, over 10,000 in volume. Mike confirmed it today. So I am super stoked about that. Who can say that in their less than first 30 days? That's pretty amazing. Can everybody hear me okay? First of all, I didn't even check that first. Everybody can hear me? Okay, perfect. Thanks, Kelly, for responding. Well, I mean, ask away, guys. Yesterday was an amazing closeout. If you guys have any questions, I am a complete open book. I would love to help you guys in any way, but from the numbers, you guys are killing it. I mean, just like Todd covered earlier, the amount of team builders and team leaders that were put into the organization last night was absolutely phenomenal. I have not seen that in a closeout. And Mark actually told Karen and myself earlier today, he's going to have to raise his expectations because we by far exceeded for the month of September. We definitely brought it. He had no idea we were going to pop that many ranks. And so I can't even imagine what we're going to do in October. We're going to totally blow him away. So he's super excited, and there is so much coming. I get excited just thinking about it, and I don't even know everything yet, guys. So Mike gives me little teasers, and I keep trying to beg him for more and more and more. So there's incentive trips coming. There is rank promotion raises coming. It is just, there is so much that is going to be released in October. We just think it's Christmas right now. Just wait. Christmas is really coming next month. So, I mean, again, like I said yesterday, can we just pinch ourselves for a minute? I mean, we're in pre-launch, and I think I'm more excited about the 2 more products coming at convention. So super excited for rollout, for new rollouts. The products that are coming to Vegas are going to absolutely, we just thought our business was rocking and rolling right now. We are going to take the weight loss industry by storm. I mean, the keto, the what's the other ones that are so diehard right now? Paleo, and I mean, all that aside, guys, we are going to have the magic potion, and 5 products in pre-launch. I mean, who does that? Mark me not. Mark me not. So is Cameron or Abraham, congratulations to your dad, Todd. Phenomenal job. And I know each and every single one of you have one of those $10,000 checks waiting on you. So does anybody have any questions? Anybody want to pick, strategize, or do you have all of your goals set or anything aligned out for October?
So guys, if you need to unmute yourself, just click on the little microphone button. You can unmute yourself. So if there's any questions, anything you want to cover with her, you've got her attention. So grab her and ask some questions.
So
hey, how are you?
Good. This is Travis. Hey, thanks for your time tonight. Just out of curiosity, how long have you been involved with Global E?
I actually signed up February the 1st. It was actually just a couple of weeks after Mark released the website. You could officially go on the computer and sign up. I know he started taking applications back in November, and I felt like then that I was like, how did I miss the boat? But there's literally no boat to miss. There is, with every startup, you guys are in the perfect position to come in and just ride the wave. We've overcome some of the hurdles and obstacles from being in pre-launch, but it has been the most comfortable ride, I could probably say. With startup, you have all these things and you just tell people, just bear with us. It has been the most painless journey and enjoyable. We've had some really, really great meetings, masterminds already. And, once you get to Emerald, you sit at the round table with all of us and get to put your input in and be a part of the legacy decisions that are moving forward with the company. So, and guys, Emerald is just halfway. So, I mean, that is like a baby rank. I get excited when I say that, because like Emerald, we put it up on a pedestal right now because it is the rank to achieve. But really and truly, when you look at the comp plan, it is only halfway. So can you imagine, like we popped a couple more sapphires last night, a 1-star sapphire. It's just, oh my gosh, like we are just getting closer and closer to diamond. And that is just unheard of. Especially when especially the first launch month of the company.
And to only have, 25 or 30, if even that, people that have hit that mid-level, that executive, the Emerald level, that tells you how much we're in the perfect timing. We're in the very beginning of this company, and we're just so lucky to be in that spot. So thanks, Tara. Rita, I think you have your hand up. Do you have a question?
No.
Okay.
I just put my hand up to say I could be heard. Sorry.
No, you're good. I appreciate it. I wish it's a good excuse to get to say hi to you. So anybody else? Anybody have a question or something? We're so fortunate to be sitting where we're sitting. I hope that everybody's just deciding tonight that, hey, I want to be the first one to hit. I'm thinking about what little incentive, what little perk can we throw out there? The next person that hits team builder, the next person that hits team leader. I'd go do it. I'd go be the one, because you might just get some little surprise for me for being the first one that hits team builder or team leader tomorrow or tonight. Get it done. So again, get engaged in that Facebook group so we can congratulate you and welcome you, and then you can see that happen. So make sure you're on that. So
I have a question, or I guess
yes.
comment. So hi. So I guess just some advice maybe for some of us who don't have the clout that Todd does, as far as, you know, I believe in Todd, so that's why I joined, of course, and the product, you know, I feel really inspired that I should be a part of this, but it's hard for me to convey that to my friends and family, especially being, you know, a part of a company where I didn't really do a whole lot. Is there any advice that you would have for, you know, those of us who haven't really been a part of network marketing in, you know, in order to present this in a way to people that we can help them, I guess. Does it make, to help build our team and to help them?
That's one of my favorite questions. I'm going to throw it out to Tara too, because I'm sure she'll have something to add. But let me share with you one of my favorite things that I ever heard. Until you have your own story, use somebody else's. And there's nothing more valuable. Guys, I shared this with Desiree and Frank and Renee. My favorite pitch right now is, oh my gosh, I walked away from being a top leader in a company, but more than that, my sponsor, the guy that I'm following, he had his biggest recruiting month ever in the company that he left because he saw something so special. I need to get you on the phone with this guy. I would be using somebody else's story until you have your own. And that is, oh my gosh, my uncle, my cousin, my brother, my sister, hey, he just walked away from being a top leader in the company. I got to get you onto a Zoom with him. There is so much power in it not being you sharing the message with your family or friend. Then we get on, myself or Tara or Karen or Nick gets on and says, hey, I believe so much in Katie and what she's about ready to do. We're going to build a huge thing with her. We're going to chase her dreams. We're looking for those first people. She's going to be one of the best leaders in our organization. She's got a dream. She's got a hope. She's doing all the right things. She's just looking for those first people to join her. Who's going to say no to that? People see that and say, oh my gosh, if Katie's got a support system and I'm going to have that support system, they feel like they can do it too. So that's something that I just learned very early on, that, hey, until you have your own story, use somebody else's. And that's a powerful thing. Tara, anything you want to add to that?
Absolutely, Todd, that was a phenomenal answer. I couldn't have said it any better. I tell everyone that I don't lose friends over network marketing. I go outside of my friend group. Strangers are probably the best recruits ever, because it really just takes the pressure off of it. You know, you're so scared to talk to your friends and think that they might judge you, or, you know, it literally, this business is not for everyone. And I have friends tell me all the time, they say, why didn't you tell me what you do? Or why didn't you tell me about this amazing product? And I always tell them, you know, I hope that in some way that they find out through a third party or from Facebook or from someone in my downline, because I never know what they're thinking or what they're feeling. And so I always want them to know that it's very heartfelt, but this is who I am and this is what I do. And there is no shame in it whatsoever. And it's really a lack of education. And I raised my hand because I was very uneducated in the network marketing space. When my best friend introduced me to the industry, she was like a car salesman waiting to happen. She had done every company under the sun. And every company she did, I told her, I said, I love you to death, but I will not sell it. I will buy everything that you have, give it all to me, but I'm just not that salesman you're looking for. But what it all boils down to is exactly what Todd said. When it impacts your life, it is life-changing. When I took Mark's product, it totally changed my life, and I wasn't scared anymore because I had the testimonies to back up that product. And I went out and shared the testimonies. I didn't have a lot of network marketing financial stories. I just told everybody about a really great, amazing product. And I didn't have the really great testimony. I shared my dad's, I shared my mother-in-law's, I shared close personal friends, anybody that shared at meetings that I heard If you hear a testimony on a Zoom, if you are on the testimonial page, screenshot those, take pictures of certain testimonies and send them to people and say, oh my gosh, I was scrolling through and I thought about you when I saw this testimony. That is the power, is that you're actually thinking about your friends and family when you share those testimonials. The financial part will come later. And that's what I share with people at meetings now that I have a financial story. I tell everybody, you know, my husband and I were both in the oil field and we had both eggs in one basket. So when he was laid off, we didn't panic. He sat at home for 3 or 4 months figuring out his next business opportunity. We weren't crunched because we had that other source of income. So when one door closes, always make sure there's another one that you can open.
Okay.
Until, you know, and it really is just about educating people on network marketing and not being afraid to share it with people. You're so afraid people are going to look down on you, or like, oh, it's one of those pyramid things. And I love to share the story that I was sitting at a baseball game, and a girlfriend of mine, a mom on the team, she said, oh yeah, I used to do Advocare. I was, you know, I drink Spark, I do all this stuff or whatever. And I was like, oh, that's great. You know, your old company just merged with, well, sort of kind of merged with my old company. And she just kind of looked at me and she goes, oh no, honey, I don't do those pyramid schemes. I just get it for the discount. And I said, oh, really? Tell me again where you work. And she goes, I work for the hospital. And she went on for 10 minutes to tell me how she was a director of the director of the director and blah, blah, blah. And I really didn't get rude, or I didn't get snobby or anything. But in my mind, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking, you will never make more money than your boss. You will never make more money than the owner of that hospital. I said, literally, somebody can come into your organization and pass you up and make way more than you ever thought about making. Todd could come in, pass everybody up in his upline, and that, my friends, is not a pyramid scheme.
I love that. I love that. And one of my favorite things, Katie, to answer, kind of keep going off what Tara was saying, what the best people in this business are not people that are really good at selling it. They're just really good inviters. You get good at inviting somebody to take a look at something, to get onto a call, to get onto a Zoom, come to a meeting. People that get good at inviting are the people that succeed and win in this business. And the people that do it the most consistently are the guaranteed winners. It's not the people that do it 2 or 3 times. It's the people that say, I'm going to do it until. I'm going to invite as many people as it takes to see something that I know that can help them. I love hearing the stories. I love hearing that I shared this Eterno with somebody that was struggling with sleep, that totally thought there was no way it was going to help them. Called me up after 3 days and said, okay, how do I sign up? What do I need to do? I cannot believe how well I just slept. I've been struggling with this issue with me and my hormones and everything, or haven't been able to sleep. I was out like a light. Guys, if we share it with enough people and invite enough people to take a look at it and see it, one of my favorite phrases, just see it for yourself. See it for yourself. Come, get on the Zoom, see for yourself. Come to the meeting, see for yourself. This may not be for you, but see for yourself. Get good at inviting, and you can win in this business. Great question, Katie.
Thank you so much. No, like that helps tremendously. Because yeah, I think a lot of us are still building our testimony towards the product, and that's where I'm at, and sharing it with, you know, a few of my friends, because I do want that backup, you know, of their stories, and if it helps them. So thank you. I really appreciate that.
Well, and want your dreams bad enough that you're willing to do it. Stand proud, have a posture of confidence that, hey, I know I have something of value to offer. So I love that. We've all been there. We all feel that same way. I can see Desiree saying the same thing. I'm right there with you, Katie. So we all know those feelings. I'll tell you, the more you practice it, the more you get over it too, where it's like it just becomes kind of part of your nature, just like when you were dating and you have to meet somebody. You just kind of start getting better at it as you do it. Sometimes all the coaching in the world can't do as much as just doing it. So just go out and do it, and it starts getting more comfortable. Any other questions? Any other thoughts or comments? Anybody else going to say, hey, I'm sending you $100. I'm coming to Las Vegas. Anybody else saying, hey, I'm getting into an RV if I have to. I'm getting in my car. We're coming down. Anybody else going to message and say, I'm going to be the first one to hit Team Builder tonight, tomorrow? I know that, you know, Abe is like on the cusp, right? So way to go, guys. You guys are like rocking it out. So congrats.
Hey, look, I don't mean to hog all the time, but I got another question.
Go for it, Travis.
So I have somebody taking the Eterno, and they're seeing results from the Eterno and the Taka or whatever. Have you had any experience with the pill and them trying to swallow it? And what do you do if they are having a problem with that or having a hard time with that? What do you recommend?
Boy, Tara, that's a new one for me. I know there's going to be people that are not comfortable swallowing pills. It's probably one of those things they just have to try. Have you heard of anybody trying to mix it into drinks or anything like that?
Absolutely. We have overcome that hurdle. Asked Mark directly, and he said that the capsules are designed to conveniently just open, drop it in the water, probably maybe 2 ounces, 3 ounces. It'll dissolve really well. He said it's not going to taste good at all, but if you absolutely cannot swallow the pills, dilute it in the water, same effect, actually probably have a more instant effect on you because it is now in the liquid form and your body's not breaking down the pill. So hands down, do that. And I also want to tell you too, I don't know if Nick has shared this with you, but it's really up to you. Now, you can read directions, but we are creatures of habit. We're going to do what we want to do, right? Like, how many days can you really take the pills? Do we have to do the cream? Do we have to, we do not like to follow directions. We want to do our own thing, right? So it really works effectively if you follow the directions and lay off the 2 days, because it really tends to kind of overwork the pituitary gland, is what Mark said. And it kind of gives your body that restart when you've been off of it for the 2 days. I've talked to a few people, they do the pills 7 days. It doesn't faze them. I've got people that don't even bother with the cream, but I actually personally only do the cream once a day. That is what works for me. I do not have the time to do it twice a day. But you know what? It probably would work a whole lot better if I would. Who knows? But I want you to know, I did have a lady that told me the cream's amazing. I just cannot swallow the pills. And so I told her, I was like, no, do not go without the pills. She said, but I love the cream. All I'm doing is the cream. And I was like, and you're having that much of an impact off just the cream? There's like 99% of the science is in the pills. So if you had to tell someone if they didn't want to do the whole Eterno because it might be too expensive, or they just couldn't do both, all the directions and all the steps, it might be overwhelming for some. Make sure they're on the pills, because the pills is where the magic is, and then overcome it by diluting it in the water. So as a distributor, you can buy just the bottle of the Eterno pills in your back office, but it is not an option yet. It is coming as a preferred customer. So as a preferred customer, you have to buy the whole Eterno kit. And so, but as a distributor, as a wonderful upline or whatever, you can get with someone and we can make that happen. I have sold the pills before to people that didn't necessarily want to do the cream, just to keep them on the product. So we can overcome every hurdle, every obstacle. Also with the Eternity, real quick, I'll share this with you. There are a couple of emeralds that are stubborn, and I have heard them say they do more than the recommended dosage. They take it more days than they should, and their libido is through the roof, things like that. So you are liable to hear some really, really crazy testimonies in Vegas that you might not hear on the testimonial page, is what I'm getting at. So take it for what you want.
We can take off the handcuffs a little bit when we're in kind of a private meeting, is what you're saying.
That's right. Okay. That is absolutely right.
Great answer. Great question, Travis. Thanks for helping us all get that answer. That's awesome.
I have one more question then.
Ahead,
sorry. With the Eternity, because that's what I'm trying first. How long before you actually notice a difference in that, or have women noticed a difference in taking the Eternity? Or is it something where I should be taking the Taka and Eterno as well? or I guess what's the time where I'm actually going to see a difference, I guess?
That's a really great question, because in the beginning, back in February, all we had was the Taka, and we were praying that the Eterna would roll out immediately. But of course, it was very worth the wait. And then little did I know that the Eternity was going to be such a phenomenal product. And for women, hands down, if they tell me their budget or what they can afford, Eternity is the first thing I put them on. Eternity is the first thing that I put a female on, because it is literally, and it comes down to education, and we're all new. So don't feel bad, because you're asking upline. We will get on the phone. We will educate them. There is a website for Eternity, and I will get that. I can text it to Todd. It actually, I believe it's inside the brochure, but for me, I was on a progesterone compound, and that literally, there is a study done on that compound that you're literally like wasting about 80% of that pill. And I thought it was more natural than the synthetic form that the doctors give you. So of course you have to have a prescription for the compound, but where I'm getting is that I've heard from Michael Graves, which invented the product. I've been on so many Zooms to educate myself about this product, that it's literally a product for every female from the time that they start puberty until the time that they pass away. Literally. I mean, every female needs to be on this product. And it is not a marketing tactic. It is literally that beneficial to our bodies. Progesterone plays such a huge part to regulate our cycle. And when our cycle is regulated, it makes us sane. I'm sorry, I have to say that. It makes us literally function better as a wife, a mother, a daughter, a sister, a friend, a business owner, a network marketer, whatever. It literally, I noticed a difference in 2 weeks. And I was very, very skeptical, because I did not get off of my compound. Literally noticed a difference within 2 weeks, because if you have a cycle, not TMI guys, I'm sorry, but if you are a female, and whether you have an irregular cycle or a normal cycle, and you have not entered menopause or had a hysterectomy, then you literally take the progesterone cream 2 weeks out of the month. And so that product's going to last you. It lasts me about 2.5, almost 3 months actually, because I'm only using it for 2 weeks. And it takes away all of the bloating, all of the cramps, all of the craziness, for real, guys. We have 3 children, and we do not want any more. Like, we are done. And my husband had to ask me every month, like, are you pregnant? And I'm like, nope, not that I know of. Not that I've checked. And he goes, I haven't seen it coming this month. Like, normally it is so regular that he can tell, like, okay, it's about, the whole attitude change, the whole, just mood, everything. And he literally has not been able to tell the last 3 months when my cycle was about to start. And so for me, that's most men will get up and say, I have my wife 4 weeks of the month now instead of 3. So, and that's just a few. That is just a few. I could go on and on, or we would be here all night. My best friend had a miscarriage back in, oh gosh, I forget whether it was January or February. She had 2 healthy babies. It was just a freak deal. God took care of it. And so I was comforting her through all of that. And right after I took her to have her DNC, and she's an emotional wreck. She's telling me, I don't know if I can do this again. I don't know if I want to have another baby. I can't go through another miscarriage. And I simply told her, I said, oh, well, let's just try this new product. Let's see how it does. It says that it's really great for raising the progesterone level. A normal level for pregnancy is 20. And so hers was a 7, and that's why she miscarried. 6 weeks, no lie. She is living, breathing, globally distributor And 6 weeks after she was on Eternity, her progesterone level was a 48 and she was pregnant. 48. It went from a 7 to a 48. Now, if that is not power in the pudding, I do not know what else to say. And she is probably about 16 weeks now, and phenomenal pregnancy. I mean, the doctors are literally, they cannot figure out why her progesterone is so high, because they don't see that. And then one more, let me just tell you, because this goes hand in hand with females that have had a hysterectomy or that partial, because nowadays they do partial ones. And so, or they have entered menopause. The gentleman that invented this product said, hands down, if you are cycling regularly and entering menopause, you will never know the day that you hit menopause until you just stop your cycle. There will be no signs, no symptoms. That is how phenomenal this product is. No hot flashes, no mood swings, no nothing about entering menopause. Your cycle will just literally stop at the appropriate time. And it's like, okay, I'm in menopause. I've heard him say that about so many women, because this product has literally been out for 10 years privately. And then, he brought it to us and we decided, and Mark picked it up and wanted to distribute it. For women that have had a partial hysterectomies, they take this product 25 days of the month and they lay off for 5. And this is all inside your brochure. These are part of the directions. And it literally will last them probably 6 weeks. So some women do not put this product on auto ship because it does last a lot longer than 30 days. I know that was a lot of info, but it's very valuable.
I'm really glad that you're on here to do that part, because I don't think I could really go into the eternity, the cycles, when you're having your mood. Men can't talk about our women's mood swings. Those are awful to bring up.
Hey,
I don't think it's a coincidence. I don't think it's a coincidence that it's a man that created the product. He was looking for a miracle.
But you know what? All the men need to be on here listening, because they need to order this product for their wife. I mean, they want their wife 4 weeks of the month. They need to order this product. That is your testimony.
I know that Cameron's lathering it on his wife at night when she's sleeping, because he heard it increase libido. And so I know that she's like waking up going, so.
Hey, got a question real quick on it. So what's it? I'm sorry to be asked so many questions, but
hey, please.
No, that's what it's for.
Conversation, please.
What's the difference? I mean, what would you prefer someone to be on? I mean, if they're on all 3 products, how are they going to know which one's best? So would you recommend for a female that's had a partial hysterectomy? I'm sorry to go crazy. I'm a guy and I shouldn't be asking this, but what would you recommend her to be on? The Eterno or the Eternity?
That's a great question, because I actually had that asked to me earlier today. And from a marketing standpoint, someone's going to tell you Eterno because, it's going to put more money in your pocket. But I'm a real person and I care more about the people. So I would, hands down, I always recommend the Eternity first and foremost, because it is affordable. And from a woman's perspective, it absolutely is the first thing that I would get on. And most people are on the Taka because they've had the samples or what have you not, and it gets their brain working, the fog's gone and things like that. And then we can talk more about the Eternity. But if I have somebody that hasn't tried any of them, first and foremost, Eternity. First and foremost. If guys, go to the testimonial page at the top and search female, Eternity, whatever keywords, that will bring up all of the testimonials, and you will literally be blown away. In the short amount of time that this company has had that product, the stories are ridiculous for women, especially. Now, men can do this product, but we go back to marketing. This literally needs to be on every female counter, hands down. How many young females, their parents are taking them and putting them on birth control to regulate their cycle? Do you want to know why their cycles are so irregular? Because of all the junk that we are rubbing on, the toxins. It is literally from makeup. It is literally from Bath and Body Works. It is all of the shampoos, the dyes, everything from our clothes, everything that our skin is absorbing affects a female's menstrual cycle. The Glade plug-in, which I haven't used since my mother, I was a little child, because they kind of faded out, went out of style. But think about it. Anything that you sniff, fragrance-wise, affects our cycle. I had no idea that much messed up a female cycle. So all these young girls that are putting this body glitter and, under their cheerleading outfits and, their prom dresses and, how many young females are wearing so much more makeup these days? It is literally what is messing up their cycles. And instead of going and put them on birth control, which is then going to mess up their fertility later on down the road, because birth control completely messes up your hormones even worse. I know it is there for a reason. I know that most moms do not want to be an early grandma. I get it. I totally get it. The body is designed to do what God intended it to do. And when we go in and we start giving it other things, it totally just throws it out of whack.
And that isn't even considering, all the hormones that we consume that are unnatural from our foods.
Mm-hmm.
And
the foods.
Everything else, we're getting a ton of toxins and hormones and chemicals.
So this product also would go for people that are beginning their thing or whatever.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Sorry about that. I know
Good question. And how would you answer the question, since you're a female? One of the things I've had come up is when I've shared it with a woman and I don't have a lot of confidence or don't use it myself personally, they will say something like, oh, I'm very apprehensive about putting in any time of a hormone without a doctor telling me I should. So what do you say to something like that? I've had a couple of women that are like, oh, I don't think I want to use it because it actually has hormones in it. And I don't want to screw up my hormones at all.
Oh my goodness. You have no idea that your hormones are already screwed up at such a young age.
So I'm going to say that to a woman. That's the first thing that's come out of my mind. I'm going to say, hey, your hormones are screwed up. I know. I'm totally kidding.
No. And it really comes down to the trends. And so I really didn't look into the hormones until I started having a problem with hormones. And so my youngest child is 3 and she literally sucked the life out of me. And at 36, I thought, it can't be my hormones. I'm way too young. And so as soon as I had the doctor test my levels, I had none. I was completely off. And immediately they started pumping me full of the synthetic hormones. And I kept feeling so overwhelmed, thinking, oh, I'm way too young for all of this. This can't be right. But the minute they put the synthetic hormones in, I felt better, but it led to a whole bunch of other junk, which I didn't like. So I love the natural approach. And if anybody asks you, 99% of progesterone comes from China. That is, to me, the most scariest thing to think that something that most females need is coming from China. And it's called yam, or I think Nick describes it so perfectly. But ours is actually 100% plant-based, and it is made right here in the USA. And that's enough for me to seal the deal. And he told me that nobody can beat it. Literally, there's maybe 1 or 2 companies that produce their progesterone from the USA. And some of them are actually from animals. From pigs.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really thrilled about that one.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't want my progesterone from pigs personally.
Right. But I will tell you, Dr. Fab, he loves.
Frank.
Go ahead, Frank.
Uh-huh.
No, that's, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
No, perfect.
Okay. Go ahead, Frank.
Well, okay, Frank and Renee here from Vegas. See everybody on the 18th and 19th. I have a question. A product that shall be named. It'll be nameless for now. But I had a lot of good things happen with people with autoimmune disease, of inflammation and things like that. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking forward to being able to possibly, pull some of those over that we're getting those good results with a different product. And which one of the products do we have now with globally that has, that kind of a reaction with inflammation, autoimmune diseases, MS, and those kinds of things?
Well, hands down, don't want to steal anything from Todd here, but I want you to know that there is a white paper on the Eterno, which is huge in the medical field, and of course a white paper on the Eternity that you can take to any medical professional, and that will suffice them. But for inflammation, hands down, the Taka. We have a clinical trial done on the Taka. We actually had a patented machine. A lady from Houston, Dr. Alma, things happened and she's no longer with the company, but there is proof that there is a patent machine. 30 minutes after drinking Taka, it reduced the inflammation in the body over 70%.
Wow.
I use that testimony all the time, and Nick promises me it's going to be in writing. They're documenting it, but because of there was without going into detail or criticizing anything, so please know my heart that Dr. Alma's no longer with the company, so it's very hard for it to try to use that clinical trial. And so, but it hands down, the machine read it, and it was, it might have been 75%, but it was astronomical. Inflammation reduced within 30 minutes of drinking the Taka.
Wow.
And to kind of answer that question too, if I can just kind of speak kind of almost more just candidly, if Mark McKnight is going to produce, I think this was when I asked this question, when this was kind of said to me, it was like, you know what? Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. Who's he going to create the most incredible product for? The company that he is going to own moving forward. All the products that he's created before have been for other companies, other people that he didn't have control over what they ultimately did with them. The products that he's going to create, including Taka, are going to be hands down the best products he's ever created. He's taking all of his science from 25, 30 years of experience and all of that knowledge of what people want and what works, and putting them now into products that he can protect and make sure they maintain the integrity of the ingredients, all those antioxidants, all those anti-inflammatories, all of those ionic minerals, all those natural things are going to be in the product that he owns the company of, to make sure he continues getting the results that he intends to get.
Great answer, Todd. And just I know everybody on this call is a leader. And so I just want each and every one of you to know there are so many products to come. I mean, this is what Mark does. He is phenomenal, and his brain never stops. If we probably would have 10 products if corporate would allow him to have 10 products right now. I mean, we're going to have vegan protein. We're going to have pre-workout. We're going to have post-workout. We're going to have a whole immunity line, which I am stoked about because I feel like I live my life at Drug Emporium or what's the other one? The Granary, things like that, because I'm one of those. My kids on everything, elderberry, silver, everything that you can think of, and my kids are never sick. So to think that I'm going to be able to purchase all of that from one company instead of running all over town and having to do my own research and having a cabinet full, I'll just get it all from Globally. But slowly but surely, you just know it's coming. And once you achieve a certain rank in the company, you're going to actually get to go in the lab and formulate products with Mark. So that to me is pretty amazing. Now, I'm not a formulator. I don't have a lot of really great ideas, but that is a testimony that we will build off of.
Tara, we're so lucky to have you. Really appreciate having that support and that help. It's a real breath of fresh air to have such great leadership, support, and help with great leaders like you, with Karen, with Nick. We're very, very fortunate. I think I speak for all of us when I can say that, to have your input, your experience, your success, your leadership is very fortunate for us. So we really appreciate you. Guys, with that, I think I'm going to have to wrap up. Anybody who wants to stay hang out and keep chatting for a while, you're welcome to. But I hope we go after our goals. I hope you've got them written down. I hope you've got some that you're already saying, I'm going to hit this tomorrow. I'm going to hit this week. Make sure you know when your 21-day clock is, so you're hitting your team builder, your team leader, no matter what. Create a culture of making sure you win to set the example, and then helping the next person win. If you create that culture in your organization, you'll have these 2, 4, 8, 16, and then some. It'll just keep on growing because there's enough people winning. So let's go kill it this month. Let's go let this be the month that changes the beginning of your lives. So God bless, guys. Love you tons. Thanks so much, Tara.
Thank you, Todd. You're amazing.
Sorry for my crazy questions. Thanks, Sal.
No, great questions. Great questions. Great questions bring great leadership.
Love it. Thanks,
Good night,
Java.
everybody.
Thank you so much.
You.